Expressed in the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Welcome to the Ask the Expert show on W4CY Radio and Talk4 TV, where we bring you educational information from top local experts in the fields of legal, health, financial, and home improvement. Now sit back and listen to experts in family law, association law, hearing loss, business brokers, home care, along with many other topics. Now here are your hosts, Steve-O and Sophia.
Hey, good morning, San Antonio, the beautiful city of San Antonio. Welcome to the Ask the Expert show, where for the last 16 years, we've been bringing you the top experts in the field of legal, health, financial, and home improvement. Hey, I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I can't believe it's already over with. You know, this is a very important time of the year when it comes to Medicare. And what we did, we had no openings in San Antonio, but we got so many requests from you asking us to do a Medicare show. We added an additional show just for Medicare. Let me introduce you. I love the name of this group. It's called the Medicare Gals. They're the signature team. Let me bring in Susan Shrimp. Hi, Susan. Uh-oh. We're having a glitch here. Susan, can you hear
Hi,
us?
how are you?
There she is. Okay. I don't know why with your show.
I hear you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you fine. There's always some kind of a glitch at all, but hey, Susan, this is such an important show, and I know you have been so busy with talking to people about Medicare and the enrollment, and there's so many things that people don't know about Medicare. And hey, we're coming towards the end of the first window. Tell people, first of all, about Medicare Gals. Can you hear us, Susan? Susan, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Now we can. It seems like you're freezing. It seems like you're freezing up. I was just telling people I love the name of your company.
I don't know what the heck's going on.
But can you hear me okay?
Is it a full? Okay.
I think you're freezing up. Can you hear me okay? Okay. Susan? We're doing a live show here, and you know what? I'd rather do a live show than a pre-recorded show. And sometimes you have these glitches. Listen, even the big networks have these glitches, but we've got Susan with Medicare Gals, the signature team, and I don't know, Susan, I see her, she's on our screen, and I don't know why
I'm trying to get in. Hang on one second. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Okay, I don't know my glitchy computer, I guess. I got on my phone now.
Okay. So I was just telling people what a great name, Medicare Gals. Tell people about your team. Can you hear us okay now? This is crazy. Last time I gave her the wrong time zone, and she's. Can you hear us? Can you hear me, Susan? It's funny. I don't know because and our. Can you hear us?
We can hear her.
Yeah.
Okay, I
can hear
can't
you,
hear
Susan.
anything that you're saying. Unfortunately,
Susan, we can hear you. You cannot hear us. I wonder if she's got us on mute, Rebel.
No, she switched to her phone, and unless she can hear with earphones or something, she doesn't have her phone up to her ear, so she's not going to.
Oh, okay. Let's see. What we can do. Hey, Susan, can you hear me at all? No.
Not going to be able to hear
This
you
is-
because she's on her phone.
Let me see. Put your phone up to your ear. Oh, I swear this is like haunted or something. It's just something goes wrong every single time with her show, and it's so sad because this is. Susan, can you hear us? Hello, Susan. We see you. Let me see. I don't know if she's looking at the chat and hear you. Let me see. I mean, is she frozen, Rebel? I am so sorry about this. Once in a while we get these glitches, and this is crazy. Susan,
yes,
can you
frozen.
hear us? Oh, she's frozen. Oh, now
Yes.
she's not. Susan, can you hear us? Susan. Well, everybody knows her name is Susan. She's with the Medicare Gals, a signature team in San Antonio at 210-767-9876. And I don't know why we're having so much trouble with Susan. It's crazy because we had problems last month.
can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Yes. But she still can't hear us.
I don't know if it's because of the weather or something. I don't know what's going on, but I'm here as quick as I can be.
Okay. Let me see. Tell us about your company. I hope she reads these.
So Medicare Gals is a local resource.
Yes.
So we're a local resource for the community to talk about Medicare and kind of just give people information because you get bombarded with a bunch of stuff throughout the year, and especially this time of year because it's annual enrollment. So you're like, why is Medicare and all these insurance? But most of the time, we are just a free resource for you that even if you get a bill or a claim and you're like, do I need to pay this? You can always ask us. We're just for, we love what we do. And this is a passion of ours because we hate for seniors to be taken advantage of.
Can you hear me now, Susan? Okay. So I'm trying to type to her. because we can hear her fine. We can see her moving. This is strange. I've never had this happen before where she can't hear me, but we hear her. I think she's going to try to come back in. This is the first time we've ever had this happen where they couldn't hear us, but we could hear them. But you know what? The show must go on. We're talking about Medicare and open enrollment. And folks, I got to tell you, it is so important that if you qualify for Medicare, you've only got a few more days left that you get it taken care of, because I did not know. I was so uneducated about Medicare, and I missed out on my first year, and I was penalized. And in fact, I'm still being penalized because I missed not enrolling on time. It is so important. And I got to tell you, Medicare is, I love Medicare. It is absolutely phenomenal. I want to give you uh, Susan's phone number. I'm telling you, the agent is so important. I had a bad Medicare agent, and it cost me dearly because they were basically lazy. What you get with Medicare Gals, the signature team, is you get somebody who's going to work their butts off for you. Let me give you their website. It's www.medicaregals-st.com. Her phone number is 210-767-9876. Again, it's 210-767-9876. Her name is Susan Shimp. It's not shrimp, it's Shimp, Shimp. But it is so important that you have a good agent, and because they can do basically all the legwork for you. And it is because there's so many different policies out there, and you really need to match up with the policies that offer the hospitals, the doctors that you want. And there's a lot of policies out there. Now, the thing is, there's a lot of companies that are pulling out of markets. And you might have a policy, you think, well, it's just going to be renewed. That's not necessarily true. That's why it's so important to call Susan Shimp at 210-767-9876. It's so important that you contact her. Sorry, she's trying to text me. I really apologize for this because this is such an important time. There's only a few more days left for enrollment. But some of you might think that, it's going to be done for you. And that is not necessarily true. I actually am on Medicare, and I actually called the company I'm with, and this is why it's important to go through an agent, because the company, I cannot believe this, showed me the first time I called them that I'm losing a lot of my benefits. And then I'd call back again and talk to another one of their agents. This is now within the company, and I got completely different information. And it's like, I need to just have my agent handle this, because I was actually just trying to find out what the new benefits were, because the agents did not have that information yet. And it was the biggest mistake calling the company. And I am telling you now that you should, if you're in the San Antonio area, you should have a great agent like Susan Shimp. Again, her phone number is 210-767-9876. Now, I'm on a HMO, and when I'm on a Advantage plan. Remember that name. I'm telling you, it is the best. I think the best way to go is being on an Advantage plan. And I got to tell you, I have friends of mine who are on what's called a PPO, and uh, I got to tell you, the only difference that I see, well, two differences. If you travel a lot and you're in different states, you might really look at a PPO because you can use doctors in other states. I don't travel at all. I'm too busy doing the shows here. So the HMO was fine for me. But here's the big difference that everybody sees is on a PPO plan, you can use your doctor and on an H doctors. So I've had to use their doctors, and I had a orthopedic surgeon who replaced both of my knees. Fabulous. So, you go, well, God, I have to use a doctor. I don't know. These doctors are wonderful. I mean, they're all in private practice. They're not like working for the insurance company. There's just certain doctors that are in the plan. And then I have a nephrologist who has literally saved my life. So the stigma about, well, I have to use the doctors they tell me, and they might not be as good as my doctor. I'm telling you, the doctors that I've had to use under the HMO plan have been incredible. And I got to tell you, if you're on, for example, pharmacy, the friends of mine are on PPO. It seems like they're always taking money out of pocket. And with my plan, I rarely have to take money out of pocket. I'm telling you, you've paid for Medicare all your life. And I got to tell you that it is the greatest thing, and you should take advantage of it. Now, the purpose of having Susan on the show with us, and I'm actually going to try to see if I can get her on this Friday. I'm going to work on that. I got to find out what the problem could be, because we saw her, or she was on our screen because we're on YouTube. I saw her. She was freezing sometimes, but we could hear her talking, and she couldn't hear me talking. So I have no idea. I'll have to get with our great producers to find out why that happened. But I apologize for not being able to make this connection. I think she just threw her hands up. I'm trying to see why it's not working. And I'm going to, well, it's too late in the show right now to try to get her back on. We've only got about 5 minutes anyway. Folks, I'm telling you, if you have a parent, a friend, family member getting ready to go into Medicare, I'm telling you that the agent is so important. because what they can do is they can find out, first of all, what your needs are, like what hospitals you're close to, uh, doctors in your area. With my policy, my Advantage policy, I even have hearing and glasses and dental, which is amazing. A lot of the plans don't use that. But what I want to make sure is that, especially the people that like me, I'm telling you, I was so uneducated about Medicare, and I lost a whole year because of not knowing. And that's what's so important with a show like this. Um, if you're in the San Antonio area, I'm telling you, I want you to call Susan Ship. Signature team. Um, and first of all, just they can look at if you've got a policy, first of all, they're going to make sure that the company you're with is still handling your area. It's broken down to by counties. So one county can offer, say, Humana, and the county right next door maybe doesn't offer Humana, just to give you an example. So I just want you to know I'm sorry about the glitches today, and I'm going to see if I can get her on Friday. It's the Medicare Gals, the signature team. It's 210-767-9876. That's going to do it for us today. Again, I apologize for not having our expert on. We'll be back again with you next week with more Ask the Experts.
And we are back with the Ask the Expert show on W4CY Radio. Thanks for tuning in today to the Ask the Expert show on W4CY Radio and Talk4TV. Tune in next week and every week to hear more from our experts on personal injury, insurance, air condition repairs, estate planning, Medicare, and many other topics in the areas of legal, health, financial, and home improvement. See you next week.